Hey everyone, welcome. It's another WIP Wednesday and we are going to take an inventory of the WIPs I have. We're going to see how much I can get done and we're going to check back in because these need to be completed. I have had them for 6 years. They were supposed to be a gift for Christmas that I never gave, but they are still great, comfy, cozy, lovely things and need to be completed. So this is all of the WIPs I'm going to worry about today. I do have one other little side project. I will show you that, but that is not my concern. My concern are these. I have these 3 projects that are 6 years old, and I completely forgot about them. I don't know how, but I did. So we have this one, this black one, and also a purple one. I'm going to talk about these a little bit. These 3 things are pocket shawls. They go around your shoulder, they hang, you can put your hands in the pockets, or you can just, be cozy with it. This black one, I do have the pockets. I have not weaved in my ends, and I have no more yarn of this one. I'm not sure if I can even get more yarn of this one. That will be a problem for later. This next one is the same. The shawl is done. I have my 2 pockets. No ends are weaved in. They are supposed to have fringe. Clearly for the black one, if I can't get more yarn or have any, pretty sure I don't have it in my stash. These are all the used yarns that I have, and it's not here. And I have a couple of scrap balls, but it's not in there either. I looked. So the black might just add the pockets, weave in the ends, call it good. This one, I have the pockets, the shawl, and I do have what I had left. So, like I said, this is a Lion Brand yarn. It's called Heartland. It is the color Grand Canyon. So, I bought all of these together. It's not a different color lot. I held on to this because I knew this is for something. So I also hid my extra little ball inside the skein because I didn't want to lose it. So sorry, there's a train. Maybe they're done. I think they're done. This needs the pocket, the fringe, and I'm sure I have enough left to do that with this. So this one requires a little more work. This purple one, this is all I have. I only have the shawl. Don't have any pockets, but I do have 1 full skein plus this bigger size ball because I didn't make the pockets. So I can complete these 2 with the fringe, the black one without, make the pockets for this one, tie in my ends, do the fringe, do the sewing part, and then these 3 will be done. I'm also sharing this because I want to hold myself accountable, and if I share this with people on the internet, I don't want to let you guys down. That is not the right basket for this. Whatever. That does not fit in there. My last project I am worried about. I would say I started this project in the last week, maybe a week and a half, because I put it aside. So it's a black and burgundy-ish red. It's called Claret Cardigan. I have done one side and the cuff and the sleeve. I'm making this for my daughter, which is also why it's taking me a little longer, because I made a modification on the cuff because she wanted it a certain way. And then this is where I am. I started my second hexagon and I'm 2, 4, 6, 8 rows in. So I did just start this panel last night, so this is the other thing I want to finish, and I will. So I want to hold myself accountable. I might not be able to finish this one today, the next couple of days. It might take me longer than I am thinking it will, which we all have high hopes for ourselves, don't we? And I say that in the most funny way because I think I can do it, but then when it comes down to it, I don't. And it's not because I don't try, it's just life gets in the way for all of us, doesn't it? I think so. So these are my WIPs that I'm gonna focus on. My other WIP that I am not worrying about is a tiny market bag. And I am pretty much done. I just need to finish the straps, which also go around the side, which I will finish, but I have been using this as my car project. When we go out, we drive. It's mindless, I can do it. So, and I'm not worried about this. I can finish this in, I don't know the time, don't ask me, but I can get it finished fairly quickly and be done. Plus, I've had to do a bunch of other kind of admin stuff, taking pictures. I made a couple shorts. Go check those out if you want to. Don't mind my grumpy face. I am learning how to not have a grumpy face. Hopefully, I'm working on it. But anyways, this is where I'm at. This is what I have. I am going to be working on these, and I'm going to share my progress with you all. Hopefully, I can get them done. If I don't get them done, that's okay too, because life isn't perfect. But 6 years of these 3 WIPs, that is nuts to me. I have a little bit of OCD. I don't like to start things without things being finished, unless I know I can get them finished relatively soon after. So how these have flown under my radar is besides me. I have no idea. I hope you enjoy this video. If you are interested in this type of content, I try to share all kinds of crochet things, making patterns. I am going to be doing a few tutorials shortly in the next couple of weeks. This is also going to be a first time for me, so let's see how it goes, but keep an eye out for that. And if you do enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I appreciate you watching. But we are going to go ahead and get into these projects, get them out of our WIP pile so we can make room for more, because I actually kind of like the gratification of finishing so many things at the same time. So try not to make this a bad habit, but it might be a fun one. Well, let's get into it. I am going to work on my WIPs. It's a new day. I'm going to see how much I can get done today. Excuse the glasses and the reflection because I can't see without them. But I was going to start with the pocket shawls, but I think instead I'm just going to do the hexagon cardigan. I feel like I should do the pocket shawls and not the hexagon, but the hexagon I can mindlessly do pretty quickly. The pocket shawls I feel like I have to pay more attention to because I haven't done that in a while, and it's a lot of sewing, and we all know we don't love sewing. That's why we crochet, right? I think so. So I have been working on it a little bit this morning. Let's see. I'm on row 11 actually. Just started row 12. So that means I only need 5 more rows for the panel. I'm going to do this for a little bit, and then I'm going to take a break from this, and I will try the pocket shawls. I am going to give myself an hour starting from now, which the time is 12:53. Actually, I'm just going to set it for 1 o'clock. No, 2 o'clock. Set an alarm for 2 p.m. And I'm going to see how much I can get done. Right, I have 2 sides left, and I got all the way to, I'm about to finish my 16th row. I have 17 rows, and then I do something else. I think what I'll do is I'll just finish this 16th row, and then I'm gonna pull out the pockets. I'm gonna try and make it again. I'm a little worried about my tension because I tend to crochet very tightly, and I'm worried it's gonna look funny. I'm also debating frogging them because I feel like when I made those, they were in, people like them. I think people still do like them, but we've moved on to other things like Hexagon cardigans and whatnot. So I am debating on frogging them, maybe even just the black one, because I feel like the fringe makes the piece, and the fact that I can't make the fringe on the black one is bothering me. I could also just not do the pockets and make them like a chunky scarf. I don't know. Whatever I'm going to choose, I'm choosing in this video. Let me know what you think of what I did, because I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this last row. And that means next time I pick this up, I have 1 row to do and then attaching things. I am using Passionate Kelsey's Hexagon cardigan patterns. I want to make this and do a good job, and I feel like I'm overconfident on it, and that I don't need to count. Don't we all feel like we know how to count already? I should be crocheting instead of just sitting here talking. So I've been trying to get this done, and these are taking longer than I thought that they would take. I thought I'd be able to whip through this fairly quickly and get it done, and I feel like I do good progress on the hexagon. It's the sleeve and the cuff right now. Attaching them together, the 2 panels, is not bad either. So I don't know. I have so much instant gratification when it comes to making other things because I feel like I can get them done so quickly. The mesh market bags are probably one of the longer items that I have made this week, or just in general, because I have done headbands and beanies and some scarves. I think the scarves feel easy because I just do them until I run out of yarn or until I'm done with a pattern. Usually it's the out of yarn part because I try to use up every bit and piece that I can of the yarn that I'm using. And the hats that I've been making, I make the hat and then I'll turn around, make a headband or ear warmer, and do all of that too. So I've been really good lately about not having any scraps left. The scraps that I do have are actually from before because I couldn't let them go. So I am going to be doing a scrap video at some point, and all these cakes on the wall, I want to use them up. I just don't know when or how. And I kind of feel like I want to get a bigger pile on the wall in order to make multiple things or one big thing, but I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. So, but I'm rambling. Sorry. I just have been sitting here in my head, so I guess I'm letting it all out now. I'm also trying to see how fast I can get this row done because this is going to be the last one. I am going to find the pattern for the pocket shawl. I will link the pattern for the pocket shawl down below. I have to go digging for it in my files. I did buy it on Etsy. I do believe it's still available on Etsy. If you are interested, it's a paid pattern. I don't know if it's free anywhere. I specifically bought it because I saw someone else make it and I really wanted to try it. So I will link that. I think I'm going to do my color change and then do a couple stitches to hold it in there. And I should probably put a stitch marker actually, just to keep it from unraveling. You know how when you pick up a project and then you can feel the yarn pulling out of the stitches you've already crocheted? That drives me nuts. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put a stitch marker in this to just hold them in. Probably going to have to take a couple out, but I'd rather take out a couple than lose like half a row because of how far I'm lifting it. And okay, that is not what I want to do. We are going to call it right here on this one. Have a couple stitch markers. Just going to do that. Then it should stay. And that is where we are. So I'm not going to finish this today. I'm going to see what I can get done on the pocket shawls. I'm going to start with the purple one because all I need to do is do the pockets, and then I am going to do the sewing of all the pockets. Let's start with the purple, then the brownish khaki one. And the black one, I'm not sure. I want to get the ruffles on the purple and the khaki, and if I feel like I know they look better with them. I'm going to do one with a ruffles fringe. I'm going to do one with a fringe and one without. And if it doesn't look good without it, I'm going to frog the black one. But then I'll have the purple and the brown done, and then the black one will go on the wall. That is my plan. I will see if that is what I do. So here it is. It is the Perfect Pocket Shawl Knot Yourself Out Crochet Pattern by Sonja, Sonja Hood. This is a picture of the pocket shawl. So it looks so much better with the fringe. Well, I'm glad I have this printed out. I am going to frog the black one. I'm going to get this started. I will check back in with you when I am done with this pocket. I did not record any audio for this part of the video because they were doing work outside my house on the street, and it was very annoying, so I thought I would spare you all the noise. I ended up deciding to frog all three of the pocket shawls, and the purple one you can see is caked back on the wall behind me, and I struggled with frogging that one. The yarn was tangling, being a mess, fighting me, so I gave up, didn't record any of it. I did finish the pockets, but I just decided I want to frog all of these. I did stitch the pockets onto the shawls, but the edges were not super straight. I'm not sure if that's because they were folded up funky and sitting for a long time, but I decided ultimately that I wanted the yarn for other things because I wasn't going to be happy with the finished product, and I wanted to let it go and move on to the next thing. So I hope you enjoy the yarn winding and me fighting with the yarn some more.
Hello, hello. It's oh, I always do that. Anyways, it has been a few days, and if you can't tell by this video, I totally changed my mind. I frogged all 3 pocket shawls after I made the purple pockets and added all the pockets onto the shawls because I just didn't love the way that they were sitting. The ends looked really crooked and botchy, and it could have just been because they were folded up, but I just wasn't happy with them. So I frogged the purple one, and I did not film any of it. And I was fighting with the winder and the shawl for quite some time. And I untangled it. So the next day, when I got to the beigey one, I was over it. I was so annoyed that that brand new skein that I wound gave me issues. So I decided I didn't want it. And I am not one to be wasteful with yarn, but I just was having bad crochet days back to back to back. So I went ahead and frogged all of them. I did not frog the pockets. It's fine. I added them to my wall, so it's not like I don't have scraps of it or whatever you want to call it. I am doing these purple ones because they're not like bent up, they don't have the shape of the stitches really. Those other ones are super curly, bendy because they've been in those shawls for a long time and look like noodles. But yeah, this video has started as a WIP Wednesday and turned into a finish or frog, which there was more frogging than finishing. But I will tell you, I did finish my market bag when I got mad at the pocket shawls. This chilled me out. And I did finish my Hexagon cardigan, which this was also a problem. So I made one panel, did the sleeve, realized the opening was too big, and this is only the second time that I'm making it, so I cinched it down. And then I made the second panel with the cuff. This one came out just fine. So I sat there and I decided, nope, I need to take out the first one, which I had already tied in my end. And God forbid I could find it or whatever. It was not happening for me. So I have the evidence. I just decided to cut off the cuff. And I did try to untangle this so I could reuse this yarn because I kid you not, this is all the black that I had left. And I actually had to stop using it because I didn't have enough to do any of the border work or like connecting the back panels in the proper color combination. So it's a little bit funky, but I used 2 skeins of the Red Heart Claret, and this is all I had left. So that was pretty good. But anyways, I messed up this cuff, and I did slip stitches on the bottom to tighten it up, and it was wrong, so I had to redo it. So I cut this off. That was not fun, and I was very scared because I don't want to cut my projects, but I made it work, and this is actually complete now. And my daughter loves it. I do need to block it, steam it, something. But I think, see the back? I only got to do 1 in the middle instead of 2, but that's okay. And then I added 2 rows of on the bottom, plus the whole border is in the red color. So she is actually very happy with it. I'm happy it's done. Yeah, there was just a lot of trial and error this weekend. And I meant for this video to be one day, just one. And that did not work out. And that's okay. But that's why I made certain decisions and changed my mind and went ahead and said, screw it. This is not going to make me happy. I'm not going to stress myself out over this. And I knew if I finished these pocket shawls, I was already going to hate them. So I decided I wasn't going to do that because now I have more yarn to use up. And I actually think this yarn will be really good for some Centro, either beanies or headbands. And I did get myself a 40 needle. So I haven't even used it yet, but I did pop on my row counter on there. I was interrupted and I can't remember what I was saying, but moral of the story is nothing was going the way I planned it. I had high hopes for myself that I did not want to accomplish and made me unhappy in doing so. So I decided I'm not going to do it. I frogged all 3 of them. I will use the yarn in other places. I finished my market bag and I finished my Hexagon cardigan, which I did actually finish this morning. So I am happy that that's done. I do really love it. I do know that I want to make more and get more practice because I feel like I can improve a lot on those and learning different techniques on like the cuffs and stuff. I actually did them the way they're supposed to be. So I think that's why I had some trouble with them, but I'm glad they turned out really good. So I just need to soak it, steam it, block it. I would even say wash it. Might be a big no-no, but realistically, she's going to wear this and she's going to wash it. So might as well just put it in there now and see how it goes. But I think this is going to conclude my video. I hope it was entertaining. It was definitely some headaches for me, and I'm sure we all go through these headaches, but I'm glad it's over. And yeah, this turned into a WIP Wednesday, into a frogger finish, and the frogging won. So on to the next adventure. I have some ideas coming up on things I would like to do, so keep an eye out for that. And I guess I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. It's been a little crazy with crochet and my brain and my head and fighting with yarn, so I'm probably just gonna take it easy tonight, work on something simple, and come back at it tomorrow stronger. It was like kind of mentally draining. So, anyways, I'm glad it's over. I'm sorry I'm rambling. That is going to be it for this video, but thank you for watching. I hope you shared in my frustration, felt for me, not in any pity, but because you yourself knows what it feels like. So I hope I could make you laugh. Yeah, when I decided to cut the beige yarn and I threw it, I was like, yeah, I'm throwing it. I'm done. You're out of here. I thought that was funny, especially afterwards. But in the moment, I was like, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't let the yarn win. So, okay, you guys, that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.